President William Ruto today attended his first State of the Judiciary and Administration of Justice report as the country's commander-in-chief. Where politics took center stage at the said event.
Our friends in the opposition are telling us that we should continue to borrow and we should not raise our savings. I want to say, for the avoidance of doubt and on record, that already we have had conversations with the Central Organization of Trade Unions. We have consultations with the Federation of Kenya Employers, and we have all agreed, except the people in the opposition, that it is necessary to increase our contributions on savings from 200 shillings to 6% of our salaries.
President William Ruto castigated the opposition for suggesting the government should borrow more and further poking holes on the Kenya Kwanza government initiative to increase the contribution of NSSF.
Our brothers and sisters in the opposition should wake up to this reality and smell the coffee. Kenyans are moving on. We want to raise our savings because at the moment we are between 10 and 12% of GDP in terms of savings. We can scale that up to between 30 and 40% of our GDP.
His second in command was not left behind as he threw jabs at the former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Azimio leader Raila Odinga for forcing Kenyans to embrace the BBI report that was quashed by the courts.
I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the people of Kenya to salute the judiciary for having stopped the BBI on its tracks. It was a terrible scheme against the people of Kenya, and all of us had given up. It was being taken down our throats. Everybody was being coerced. Everybody was being persecuted. Everybody was being bribed. But because we have an independent judiciary, all the way from the High Court to the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court, the Kenyan state was preserved through prudent judicial discretion.
Gachagua assuring the judiciary that their administration will not interfere with the judiciary's independence.
And I want to assure our judicial officers seated here today in the Ruto administration, none of us, not the president, not I, not those below us, will ever take a telephone and ask you to determine a matter either way or another. That will not happen. And if you come across anybody purporting to speak for the president, tell them to get you something in writing. And they will not. And if they insist and they persist, look for me, then I'll sort it out.
Both President Ruto and his deputy pledging to respect the doctrine of separation of powers to avoid the frictions that were witnessed between the previous administration and the judiciary.